This is Jackie and I'm here with Jalen. Day 2 at Bonnaroo. You enjoying yourself today?
Of course, yeah.
All right, very nice. So you are from Silver Spring area, Silver Spring, Wheaton area. We're kind of chatting off camera about like all of the places we have in common. Yeah. How did the DC area come to either influence your sound, your vibe, or kind of just your work ethic?
Well, DC's always had its own genre, like go-go and the funk and all that. So, I learned how to play, the drums and the keyboard and all that stuff by playing in go-go bands in high school. But also the jazz scene around U Street and Columbia Heights. There's always like a jazz band playing, so that made me seeing those guys. I'm like, I'm gonna go home and on my Casio try to play that kind of stuff.
I like that.
But it's also, from all kind of stuff, from music from other places like Detroit, Motown, and sit down south with Stax, Muscle Shoals. So it's really just music of the states,
So, local music venues. What are some of your local favorite music venues in the DC area or Maryland?
I like Wonderland Ballroom, all that. Bohemian Caverns, all that. Madam's Organ.
Okay, yeah, you got some good ones in there. I like that. All right. Your recent release talking about Mary. How does that sort of show? While you are from the DC metro area, you are certainly not confined to the DC metro area.
Yeah.
How does your new music kind of showcase your explorations and your travels?
It sort of gave me kind of freedom to sort of express that I've always liked old soul kind of music and wanted me to expand on that. And moving to Liverpool kind of gave me that sort of like I'm not in a DC bubble where like you had to sound very neo soul, you had to have something like a bit hip hop, or you're not gonna make it around there or something like that, which was not the case. But I think at the time I was like, I'm not surrounded by people who just want to do the same thing. So it did kind of change a bit. What's
one song you want new fans to listen to kind of get an overall sound of your vibe?
Well, right from what's out right now is a song called Don't You Remember. The sort of the musicality of it, I think like arrangement, something that I sort of worked really hard on, and that's something that's kind of it made for the first time wanting to put strings and like a wall of sound of stuff going on. So that kind of thing.
Yeah, and you're here at Bonnaroo. You're kind of like in the middle of everything. Where the stage that you're on. Do you prefer the outdoor music festivals or more an intimate indoor club gig?
I like them both. Yeah, like it just depends on it's the crowd that like does it. It's not really the setting of it. I mean, it looks nice, you can see trees and stuff, but like inside or outside, you see the people that are engaged. It's just the same. It just depends. Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, live music is what we're here for. But what role do you see music streaming sites like Spotify and others having in your career now that you've got some new music out?
The streaming of it, it's the Spotify and all the Apple Music. It's something that we're all doing. It's what everyone, like young people especially, because you speak to an older person who's like, I don't know what Spotify is. So you're gonna want to sort of kind of market towards people who are our age and a bit younger. So I see it as a good thing.
And how do you translate your recorded music to your live performance? Do you try to keep it similar? Do you purposely try to change it up, or something in between?
I try to keep it similar, but not too similar to a point where like we just stop, because the track stopped at 2:48. It's like when it comes to a live version, it's when the vibe goes on. You could, if you want to extend a solo a bit longer, but not like a complete rearrangement of it where it's like, it doesn't sound like the what I heard on Spotify.
Nice. So what's up next for you after Bonnaroo?
After Bonnaroo, we're going up to New Hampshire, and can't really remember.
It'll be cooler there, I promise.
I hope so. Global warming is kicking in.
And it's just summertime.
And it's summertime.
We'll stay tuned for much more from Jalen N'Gonda. This is Jackie. Thanks to Chorus FM and In the Key of Change.